Coach, National Signing Day, just first talk about the excitement of signing day.
It's a really exciting day. Got here early and the fax machine started rolling, and I feel like we've got a lot of good student athletes that we're excited to work with for the next few years.
Talk a little bit about the recruiting process after you took over and what was really sort of a short amount of time to step into your role and then turn in a class.
Sure, I think it always seems like a short amount of time, and then having to hire some coaches and move as quick as we could. But I'm thankful for the staff and the pace they worked at, the administration, the campus community, and even the Durant community, and assisting us in putting together what I feel like is a real strong class.
Talking about the class, what did you go into the off season saying we need to address in recruiting?
I think this year was just address competition at every position, really try to increase the athleticism and competition at every spot to try to get the best out of each individual. And then, with the nature of the sport, bumps and bruises, we need to be in a position where it's the next man up type of situation, and we can still perform and compete at a high level.
Talk about some of the specifics of the class. Are there any positions that you went after that you feel like you've really addressed well, or things like that?
I don't know that there's any exact science to recruiting, and I'm hopeful that we address several positions. And we've got our highlight videos online, so that's for everyone to see and see what they think about it. But I'll be able to tell you for sure after we go through spring ball with the transfers, and then of course kind of depends on the incoming high school guys, how they transition from high school to college, and if they're ready right away or possibly, down the road in the future a little bit. So a little bit difficult to tell, but based on what we know right now, we're excited.
Well, you mentioned transfers, and your class is kind of divided between, I believe it was 26 incoming freshmen that'll be here in the fall, and you've got 8 transfers that are already on campus. Talk a little bit about the importance of getting those guys in early.
It's been really nice, and they've done a nice job, transferring from either a 2-year college or 4-year college, and helped set a new pace in my mind, and have really gelled well with the team. And we're excited to get those guys into pads and see what they can do. They did some really good things in their junior colleges or at their previous 4-year colleges, but transitioning to here will be a little bit different, offensive and defensive schemes. So excited to get to start working with those guys outside of just the strength and conditioning.
And all that builds up to spring ball. When is spring ball sort of on the calendar, and what do you hope to address when you get there?
Well, it is, hiring one more coach is on the calendar before spring football, but we're trying to accomplish a handful of practices before spring break, and then hopefully to, have the next 10 to 12 real solid after spring break, and introduce maybe a few different things on each side of the ball, and just create a ton of competition on a daily basis, not only out there on the field, but in their classroom and, just in their everyday walking lives.